Alright, so now we're back and we're going to finish up our dish. I've set the broiler actually to high. I'm going to pull the stuff out. I'm going to take off the aluminum foil and then I'm going to let it kind of brown off those potatoes for me. While that's going on, I've got my bacon from before, creating a little more grease in my pan as we make the pear sauce. So let's first take this guy out. Oh, you can hear it smells so good. And then we're going to finish this in the oven at a broil. My temperature says high. I normally go 500, whatever yours normally is. And it'll be about 10 minutes and everything will be done. So as I've got my bacon cooking, I've got my pears over here. Some people, of course, fresh is best. These are actually canned pears that I've rinsed off, and it's best to rinse them off because they're covered in high fructose corn syrup. You don't really want a lot of that because we're going to add a little bit of sugar later. You don't need a lot. These I like to do what I like to call a rough chop. It doesn't have to be pretty. It's going to look pretty when it's all done. And just give them a nice little chop. You want to kind of get a little bit of the juice that's from it too. Slide it all in your pan. Start cooking it with that bacon. I like to add just a splash of lemon juice for tart. And then when it gets hotter, we're going to add this champagne to deglaze. Add a little bit of sugar. We're going to finish it off with what I like to call the best thing on the planet. Butter. Yeah. Use it for everything. Now, you will add just a little salt and pepper. Don't overdo it. The salt's going to enhance the flavor of the sugar and the pears for sure. If you ever had a grandma, she used to eat her apples and put salt on it, or her peaches. They said it made it taste more flavorful. I don't know if that was dementia or what it was, but that's what they used to say. Alright. So now we're going to get a nice warm coat on what's soon to be our sauce. Waiting for that to go, we've got the pork tenderloin in the oven on our platter to plate everything. I think it's a safe bet that we can go ahead and add our champagne. I use it dry because we're going to add sugar, like I said, and some butter. It's going to sweeten it up. You don't need a lot. Less is best. We eat too much in this country. Alright. This is the fun part. We're going to crank this up to high. We're going to add about, I would say, 3 tablespoons of butter. We're going to let that all cook down for a little bit. Dish is almost completed, and like I said, it costs roughly $25. It'll feed 4 people. It's really tasty and flavorful. It mixes kind of Louisiana meets the Baja type thing. Pretty easy dish to do. As we go ahead and let this reduce and cook, I'm going to go ahead and add my sugar. Once again, you don't need a lot, people. Not a lot of sugar. I personally like to use honey, but I'm not a very good grocery shopper, so I forgot. I guess you could use molasses, but that'll kind of change the dynamic of the flavor of the dish itself. While this is cooking, we'll kind of give a peek in here to see how our high's doing. It looks like they're starting to get crispy. All we have to do is plate our dish, and we are ready to go. My videographer, she's really happy to be doing the job today. She likes it a lot. She told me. Find a spoon. You'll see here, it's all starting to fuse together and become a nice looking sauce. It's going to be really tasty. It's going to have that pear flavor. I'm sure when you were a kid you had pork chops and applesauce. It's kind of a take on that because pears are in the same type of family. If you've ever heard of brown butter, that's basically you're just going to cook the butter a little longer than you would normally until it browns. You want to make sure that you're turning it quite a bit so you're not burning the butter. You want it to be brown, remember. While this is finishing up, I think we're going to go ahead and get ready to plate. Alright, see how our potatoes got a nice little brown on them? Take these out first. Make this our base. Good way to make it look pretty. And if you lose one on the ground, that's cool. We got dogs, so they take care of that stuff for us. PETA, if you're out there, it's all organic. Alright, take our 2 pieces of tenderloin here. I'm going to pull them out, so we're going to let them set for just a little bit while we're getting the rest of this together. Now the best thing you can do, grab some of this already beautiful flavor and move it into your pan. And your sauce will take on a whole new meaning, I promise you. Alright. It's a pretty dish too, it really is. And if it's anything like me growing up, we always have leftovers. So it's never a bad thing. Remember, not everybody's Bobby Flay. It doesn't have to look great, it just has to taste good. While the sauce is finishing up, I'm going to go ahead and check out, see how our tenderloins come down. They could probably rest for a little longer, but hey, I don't got forever. Oh yeah, oh yeah, look at that. Moist, beautiful. Now I always cut little pieces because, well, I had brothers, you know, so gotta share as much as I hated it, you know. Alright, we'll cut this one a little bigger for the people like me who actually like pork tenderloin. You'll see just by raising on that hot temperature, I still got a nice pink in the middle right here of this pork. Super, super good, moist, juice. Doesn't take too long to cook pork tenderloin, I'll tell you, depending on the size. Have questions, again, feel free to ask. While my sauce is coming together, we'll go ahead and start doing the good stuff here. It's that pear bacon, so it's going to take down the heat of what we cooked everything else in because of how sweet it is. And it gives a nice pretty look to the dish itself. I like to serve it family style. Something I've always done. I don't know. But basically, this is easy dish, $25, start to finish, maybe an hour. Hope you guys try it. If you got any questions, feel free to ask me. I'll put up one more video when I get the granny review. Alright.